Oscar el Blue. Oscar el Blue. En YouTube. Oscar el Blue. Oscar el Blue en YouTube. Oscar el Blue en YouTube. Héctor, que siempre es un placer verte trabajar, cabrón. Es un placer verte, lo gozo viéndote trabajar, canijo. Hace las cosas tan, hace las cosas tan bonitas, canijo. La verdad, eres un chingón.
Fuiste, güey, no hablamos.
Ahorita si quieres, vamos a andar, vamos a andar, vamos a andar. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Oscar el Blue, Oscar el Blue. Oscar el Blue en YouTube, Oscar el Blue en YouTube. Primero en YouTube. Ok, dale. Es en inglés la mayoría.
Lo voy a compartir.
Dale, es en inglés la mayoría. Ok. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. We are live right now from the Bicentenario Plaza. Again, we are back right here on this plaza where thousands right now. And that I'm speculating. I'm just giving a number. And the number that I'm giving right now, it is around 2,000 to 3,000 right here at this particular park, where people from Venezuela and people also from Nicaragua and people from multiple parts of the world, they are tomorrow going to start moving on a caravan that is going to be embarking on the north to get to the north borders to connect to the United States of America. The whole purpose tomorrow, it is to ultimately pressure. Look at this crowd, man. This is massive. Again, it is massive crowd. Why it is massive and why ultimately now we have what happened. So what happened was that during the week, look at that flag right there. Wow. Look at that. This crowd is pumped up for tomorrow. As I was talking to you guys during the week, and as we were having a conversation during the week, and I will walk around the park, there's a lot of children, but as I was talking to you guys during the week, on Wednesday, I returned back to Tijuana, and right now we are, not only I returned back to Tijuana, but also we're supposed to be an agreement with the Mexican authorities and the Institute, with the Institute of National Immigration and the migrants. They were supposed to come to an agreement that they were going to give them the humanitarian visa and the visa transit to transport freely into the north borders. But guess what? The Mexican authorities have denied that, have completely denied that. So it is going to be a big problem. Why? Because on Wednesday, the Mexican president arrives here at Tapachula to inaugurate the airport right here in Tapachula. They just built a big airport in Tapachula. They renovated the airport in Tapachula. So right now the president is going to come again to visit Tapachula. Look at that. Wow, let me get this video, man. That is powerful. That was the national anthem. I believe that it was the national anthem of Venezuela. Permítame. As you see, the crowd is all pumped up. Oscar el Blue. Oscar el Blue on YouTube. The crowd is all pumped up. Possibly the leader of the caravan. It is going to come tonight to talk to the whole audience. It's a huge crowd. It's a big crowd today. They're yelling, Viva Venezuela, Viva Nicaragua, Viva Cuba, consistently. And this is the crowd that tomorrow is going to leave. This is just a fraction of it. It's almost, I'm going to elaborate, I'm going to explain from a place that I feel safe, and that they're yelling visa, they want the visa transit. That's the only thing that they want. They don't want nothing else. So I'm just gonna stand here on one side that I feel a little bit secure, where there's light, so I can explain to you guys what is going on, what is going to happen, and what are the circumstances that are going to happen now, as this is going to be exacerbated. This is going to be crazy for all of you that don't understand how big it's going to be. It's one of the biggest caravans that is going to come out of the state of Chiapas, and potentially, possibly, out of the state of Tapachula. We're live in Facebook and we're live at YouTube. I decided to go live on both platforms. I apologize to my manager and also to my my producer. I'm sorry about that, but I decided to go live on both. So let's change the camera right here. I'm going to change the camera on YouTube. Let me change the camera right here for a little bit to give you guys an update of what is going on, and then I'll change the camera in. There we go. We're live. We're live right here at YouTube. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. We're live again from Tapachula, Chiapas, from the Bicentenario Plaza, as thousands of migrants are behind me chanting basically that they are leaving tomorrow, chanting Venezuela, chanting Cuba, chanting Nicaragua, chanting all these countries, that they were particularly right here. Now, let me just tell you what happened. On Wednesday, this is what happened on Wednesday. On Wednesday, they said that they were going to give them the humanitarian visa and the visa of transit. But apparently, the Mexican president decided the opposite, decided to not give them that permit. So ultimately, it led to, right now, for them to basically walk on the next caravan, as they are going to be walking this incoming day tomorrow at around 6 o'clock in the morning. They are going to be walking all the way to the north borders, exercising their right, and they want to demand the humanitarian visa, the visa of transit, so they can get to the north borders that connect to the United States of America. This because the Mexican authorities decided to say, we are not going to give them this permit. This caravan is going to walk tomorrow. This is just a small portion. It's a small fraction of people. It is going to be more thousands that are going to be meeting and reuniting and coming together over here for them to basically walk, as we have walked for more than 10 caravans already. And we have shown you guys how this massive influx, it is going to happen daily by day, and it is going to continuously, let's see if there's no confrontations. with the National Guard. Hopefully there's no confrontations with the Mexican authorities as always. In Huehuetan and also in the parts of Álvaro Obregón, there's always a contingency of National Guard officials, which this contingency of National Guard officials always tries to stop the caravan. But the majority of this caravan is military age, young men, as you see behind me, and they're all prepared to walk. They're all prepared to go forward, to move forward, and to try to achieve, to get out of the state of Chiapas. So let us just continue with the broadcast over here. So let us change the camera. ¿Alguien quiere hablar? ¿Y ustedes? Saludos, los miro atrás. ¿Quieren saludar? Ven, ven para acá. Ven. A ver, ¿de dónde eres?
De Venezuela.
De Venezuela.
Sí.
Voy a hacerlo en inglés y en español para que estemos aquí hablando. This is a migrant from Venezuela. Lo que pasó en la semana fue las promesas que les dio el Instituto Nacional de Migración, que les iban a dar una visa de tránsito, una visa humanitaria, y que prácticamente no se resolvió eso, y ahora por esa misma razón caminan. The reasons why you're walking is because the humanitarian visa was not provided and you're walking more on a caravan.
Básicamente todo se ha resumido en promesas. Promesas de que van a respetar los derechos humanos, van a respetar la libertad de cada migrante que se encuentra hoy en esta ciudad. Promesas que han sido violadas. Hay videos donde se ve a la policía mexicana entrando a los hoteles, sacando a las personas que aún tienen la cita para esperar sus visas para poder cruzar México hacia Estados Unidos. Lo que pedimos los migrantes solamente es libertad, pero han sido violados los derechos bajo promesas de que se van a dar las citas, de que todo va a ser respetado, cosa que no se ha hecho. Y es por eso que estamos esta noche aquí protestando por la libertad, porque queremos seguir adelante. Es por eso que protestamos.
Basically, what they wanted, they're saying that they're violating their humanitarian right because they never listened to them. And yesterday, the police and the Institute of National Immigration was doing raids in hotels and was basically taking out people that they already had the document to transit freely, but ultimately they were basically stopped and they were arrested. El día de mañana caminan hacia el norte. Saben que posiblemente haya contención, porque ya ha pasado en las pasadas caravanas, la Guardia Nacional ha estado esperando a la comunidad migrante para detenerla, para poder regresarle y decirles que esperen su proceso. ¿Qué esperas acerca de ese tipo de contención? You know that there's going to be a contingency. National Guard always tries to stop the caravan. So what do you think about that?
Básicamente, esta vez es diferente. Esta vez vamos a estar unidos. Si se llevan a uno, se llevan a todos se van a llevar a todos los migrantes, porque esta vez estamos unidos. No vamos a permitir más atropellos. Mañana a las 6 de la mañana vamos a salir todos y vamos a cruzar y vamos a ir al norte. No tenemos miedo, somos gente honrada, gente trabajadora que solamente está buscando un sueño por nuestra familia, por nuestra libertad. Van a haber operativos, pero los vamos a cruzar y vamos a hacerle frente para que el Estado mexicano tome conciencia de que nosotros estamos pasando estos momentos tan difíciles. Vamos de manera pacífica, no vamos a violentar a nadie, solamente vamos a caminar, a exigir un derecho de poder cruzar, de poder ser libre. Es lo que le pedimos al Estado mexicano, que no nos atropelle, que no nos metan presos, que no nos detengan, porque lo único que queremos es libertad para nosotros.
The only thing that he wants is freedom, and he wants to walk freely into all checkpoints. He knows that there's going to be contingency, there's going to be checkpoints where they are going to be stopped, but they know that they're going to go through them. He says, we're going to go through them because we're migrating peacefully, and we're trying to go to another place peacefully. Por último, muchos niños hay. Muchos niños. Se espera la barrera de enfrente sean los hombres, pero atrás van a ir las mujeres y los niños, me imagino.
Hay muchísimos niños y por eso pedimos que esto es algo humanitario. Le pedimos con el corazón en la mano a las autoridades mexicanas, al presidente, a los ministros, por favor, no nos atropellen porque hay niños. Vamos a ir bajo el sol, vamos a caminar. Familias enteras, hay familias que tienen 3, 4, 5 niños y es lo único que les pedimos, por favor, un poco de libertad, un poco de que podamos cruzar, porque van niños, van personas, necesitamos libertad, es lo que queremos, es lo que pedimos.
Muy bien, un mensaje, we want freedom and we want to walk freely. There's a lot of children that they're in the caravan, so we don't want to be interrupted. There's a lot of children. ¿Qué mensaje le mandas al pueblo estadounidense y también al presidente Joe Biden? What is your message to the American public and also to Joe Biden?
Nosotros de antemano agradecemos la ayuda que nos ha estado brindando Estados Unidos al poder cruzar nuestros hermanos, nuestros familiares. Le pido por favor que solamente voltee la mirada a estas miles de personas que están en esta plaza. Hoy somos una fracción de los que mañana vamos a salir. Solamente le pedimos que voltee la mirada y mire lo que estamos pasando nosotros. Esto no es turismo, esto es algo humanitario. Hay personas que se han quedado sin recursos, sin comida, sin dinero y estamos haciendo todo lo posible por lograr ese sueño de poder construir un futuro. Vamos allá a los Estados Unidos a trabajar honradamente, a buscar un futuro. Y si este mensaje llega al presidente, a los congresistas, a las personas que están en Estados Unidos, que volteen la mirada y miren que hay personas aquí que solamente queremos hacer un bien, queremos cruzar. Eso es todo. We need freedom. We need freedom.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias a todos. Muchísimas gracias. So I'm in the middle of a crowd of a lot of people, and I just, it's getting kind of the atmosphere gets a little bit, with tension. So I am just going to elaborate what he said. He's saying that he's sending a message to the Biden administration, and particularly to Joseph Biden, saying that he needs freedom and he needs help. That is what he's saying. You guys see a massive crowd behind me. It's massive. A lot of you guys thinking that this is only going to be 2,000 to 3,000 people. No, it's not. It is going to be more than 7,000 people. It has been estimated that they have a list. In this list, there's a website and there's a webpage where they are. Numerous people signing in from numerous parts of the world. They're talking about 15,000 people that they're already in the list, but they're not physically here. But people that they are going to walk, ultimately, they're talking about between 4,000 to 7,000 people. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning, don't miss the live broadcast. I will be live also with Real America's Voice News the whole day, doing live hits with every single correspondent. But ultimately, I will be live in my platform, bringing you guys reality and truth of the news. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, it is much appreciated. So thank you so much. We are doing this. When we are people funded. So thank you so much. Let us change the camera for people to see how is the whole area right here, as we are going to do some video and B-roll video. But I want to show you guys how it looks. Dale, gracias. Let's walk for a little bit and let us show right here what is going on. In particular, I want to show, as I am fixing my tripod, and as I am walking, it's every space. It looks like when they were meeting for the protests, it basically looks like that. But you see a lot of military-aged men, but a lot of this, I see a lot of women also, vast quantity of women. Also, you see a vast quantity of children. Buenas, ¿cómo está? Hey, hola, todo, échale. You see a vast majority of also women. And also you see a high quantity of children, which tomorrow, ultimately, with the hurricane and everything that is happening with the hurricane, that is not Hurricane Agatha anymore. It is Hurricane Alexa. This Hurricane Alexa is going to hit Tapachula, Chiapas, and let's see how the migrants are going to feel it. As I have walked with more than 10 caravans and show you guys how this process is being done, and as we have walked and shown, we have seen and we have ultimately seen how children have died on the humidity factor, that is a big factor when it is humidity. And also how children have passed away because they cannot take the high intensity of weather. Also, we have seen how, not only that, but we have seen how people are getting hurt. It is sad. It is a sad scenario. It's just so sad to see children walking for so many miles under these weather conditions. But the migrants say, you don't leave us with other option. You guys are not giving us the document. As you guys see, there's a lot of children right here. You're not giving us the document that we need. And if you're not give us the document that we need, we are going to walk. Señorón, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo le va? ¿Cómo está? Es un placer verlo, señor. Sí, ahorita nos vemos. Aquí nos vamos a andar. Sí, cómo no, señorón. Gracias, saying hello to press right here from Tapachula. Good friends right here. So we are broadcasting for every single one of you. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. But we are live right here in Tapachula, Chiapas, the south border, as thousands are getting together to reunite for tomorrow. That's 6 o'clock in the morning. It is going to be huge. It is going to be big. This is not a small caravan. I've seen this caravan in the past. I've seen this caravan when it was around last caravan of the 23rd of October of 2021, when they were around 6,000 that they were walking. Now it is not 6,000. It is more than 6,000. It's almost 7,000. You see a lot of people right here waiting on the park. This park that has been one of the parks that ultimately has basically seen a lot of migration. It's seen a lot of instances of protests and manifestations. All of them yelling visa, visa, visa. Ultimately, that's what they want, and that's what they want to get. They want to get the humanitarian visa and the visa of transit. Let me put myself on top of this podium as I am going to continue the live feed on top of this podium for every single one of you. Let's see what can we do from this side. Here, one noches. What we can do from this side right here. And if we can give you guys a perimeter from this side. Anonymous, thank you so much for the coffees. Thanks so much. People that are donating right now, God bless you. Thank you so much. Christina, thank you so much for the coffees. God bless you. Thank you. Your contributions are well needed and are well received. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you. This is this is the caravan, people. Thank you so much for joining in. Thousands tomorrow are going to be marching, and they're basically demanding that the Mexican authorities are going to be, demanding that the Mexican authorities give them the humanitarian visa or the visa of transit. That is basically what they want. That's what they need for them to move freely into the country of the United States of America. And this is it's just unbelievable how thousands and thousands. It's just a never-ending story. This it doesn't stop. I have seen this so many times. Travel with more than 10 caravans, walk with more than 10 caravans, and this is just unbelievable to see it again. You thought that it was never going to, that it was going to stop. It is going to be controlled by the Biden administration. It is, completely incentivizing people to migrate through difficult pathways and also to dangerous roads and places where a lot of migrants have lost their lives. And ultimately, this has been a consequence of a lot of things. So let me also add to the fact that today, my partner and colleague, Anthony Agüero, was harassed by a Border Patrol. How cynical it sounds that. It sounds really cynical, but I will say it like it is. Today, my brother Anthony Agüero, the other half of Border Network News, was broadcasting in the parts of Yuma, Arizona, and the parts of Arizona, I think so. I don't know which part. I was in the plane when I started receiving the messages, consistent messages. When I landed, I saw a bunch of messages saying that he was being detained by Border Patrol. How ridiculous is that? Because, they don't want him to be recording, and they don't want him to basically, expose what is happening. I will say this in the most polite and gentle way. Benson, Arizona. It was the Tucson, Pima County. Thank you so much, manager. I will say this in the most gentle way for people to not get their feelings hurt, because a lot of the people get their feelings hurt. I will say this in the most gentle way. The most gentle way that I will say this is that, a lot of Border Patrol agents are corrupt. And I will stop at that. A lot of Border Patrol agents are corrupt, and a lot of these agents are working with the organized crime in Mexico. So it gives you an idea, and it gives you an understanding of what it is going to hit and what is hitting. And also, Pima County is the most leftist county in the whole Arizona. So you have a lot of, these officials that they're violating their oath to protect their country. And also, how many times have you guys seen that Anthony has been harassed? consistently. How many times you guys have seen that he was harassed at an airport, at inspection and checkpoints of the border patrol as he's driving on the freeway? Is harassed consistently at places where he's trying to broadcast. It is so ridiculous, everything that is happening, but ultimately that is the situation as right now, and he's okay, he's all right. Uh, he's going to his hotel right now, or I don't know. I haven't talked, completely with him. The only thing that I heard as we were talking, he said, "I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Everything's gonna be all right." I said, "All right, I'll call you later on when you're not busy." So thank you so much for joining in. That is a story with my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. You can follow his platform at YouTube as Real Anthony Agüero. Also, you can follow him at Facebook as Anthony Agüero Live. Also, you can follow him in all places like Real Anthony Agüero. Google him, get him, and that is what actually is going to happen. I believe. Denme espacio, no, denme espacio. Denme espacio, denme espacio. Denme espacio, por favor. Denme espacio. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde viene Luis?
Compañeros. Ya estamos listos y preparados, compañeros.
Dame chance.
Estamos listos y preparados. Buenas noches a todos. Buenas noches. Oscar, ¿cómo estás? Buenas noches. Buenas noches.
Tranquilos.
Denle el espacio a la prensa, por favor.
Dame espacio.
Compañeros, buenas noches. Estamos listos. Estamos listos, preparados para salir mañana temprano a las 6 de la mañana. Bueno, a ver que se acerque mi esposa Elizabeth y Lidia, que se acerque.
Cuida mi mochila. Así.
Compañeros, este es un movimiento pacífico. Este es un movimiento en el cual estamos pidiendo la libertad del pueblo migrante, compañeros. Nos vamos de Tapachula mañana. Compañeros. Hoy, esta noche, vamos a cerrar con una oración, vamos a cerrar con una lectura bíblica, porque aquí yo creo que la mayoría tiene su fe puesta y confianza en Dios, ¿de acuerdo? Bueno, vamos a leer, mi esposa va a leer un capítulo de la Biblia, por favor, todos con respeto. Todo aquel que crea en Dios muestre respeto ante lo que vamos a hacer, porque la mayoría de ustedes está buscando un futuro mejor para ustedes y para sus hijos. Este movimiento es un movimiento 100% pacífico. Compañeros, yo los invito a todos los que participemos mañana caminando a que lo hagamos con orden, a que pongamos nuestros ojos solamente en confianza en Dios y que salgamos de Tapachula en paz. Vamos de la mano de Dios, compañeros. Vamos de la mano de Dios. Así es que mi esposa y mi hija las van a acompañar. Ahorita, ¿dónde está Lidia? Por ahí. ¿Dónde está Lidia? Por ahí. Vamos a cantar, también vamos a hacer un cántico acá. Vamos a darle un aplauso a los medios masivos de comunicación que están acá. A ver, por ahí, si se puede acercar mi hija Lidia para acompañarnos, si no, todos, va, a ver, Elizabeth.
Permiso. Mira, vamos a colaborar aquí, vamos a abrir un poquito acá para que no siga acá. Vamos a abrirnos un poco más hacia atrás, por favor.
Bueno, vamos a guardar un poquito de silencio, por favor. La palabra del Señor tiene que estar en el libro de San Mateo, capítulo 5, que como título tiene el Sermón del Monte y las Bienaventuranzas. Escuchen, amados hermanos, los que están en Cristo Jesús y pueblo migrante. Viendo la multitud, subió al monte y sentándose, vinieron a él sus discípulos y abriendo su boca les enseñaba diciendo: bienaventurados los pobres en espíritu, porque de ellos es el reino de los cielos. Bienaventurados los que lloran, porque ellos recibirán consolación. Bienaventurados los mansos, porque de ellos recibirán la tierra por heredad. Bienaventurados los que tienen hambre y sed de justicia, porque ellos serán saciados. Bienaventurados los misericordiosos, porque ellos alcanzarán misericordia. Bienaventurados los de limpio corazón, porque ellos verán a Dios. Amén. Bienaventurados los pacificadores, porque ellos serán llamados hijos de Dios. Bienaventurados los que padecen persecución por causa de la justicia, porque de ellos es el reino de los cielos. Amén. Bienaventurados sois cuando por mi causa os vituperen y os persigan y digan toda clase de mal contra vosotros mintiendo. Gozaos y alegraos, porque vuestro galardón es grande en los cielos, porque así persiguieron a los profetas que fueron antes de vosotros. El Señor bendiga su palabra, que es viva.
Amén, compañeros. Amén. Compañeros, aquí estamos los migrantes pobres, los migrantes que no hemos tenido dinero para pagar lo que exige la autoridad corrupta. No vamos a caer en el juego de nadie, vamos a caminar pacíficamente, ¿se escucha allá atrás? A ver.
Hola, sí, compañero, para hacia abajo, para que el sonido...
Allá para allá sale. Compañeros, ese es el punto. Nos vamos mañana a las 6 de la mañana de Tapachula. Nos vamos mañana. En el nombre de Dios, señores, nos vamos mañana. De la mano de Dios. De la mano de Dios nos vamos. La ruta es la siguiente. Vamos a llegar a la frontera norte a como dé lugar, compañeros. Esa es nuestra ruta y nuestra guía es Dios nuestro Salvador. Compañeros, el pueblo migrante es uno. Lo que queremos es que se escuche nuestra voz hasta allá a los Estados Unidos y que cada país de donde venimos sepan las razones por las cuales salimos, por qué estamos caminando, por qué hemos pasado persecución, por qué dejamos a nuestros padres, a nuestros abuelos y por qué tanta y tanta desgracia. Buscamos un sueño de ser mejores seres humanos, de ser mejores individuos para tener una vida mejor. Es lo único que queremos. Necesitamos salir de Tapachula mañana temprano. Nos vamos de Tapachula, compañeros. Nos vamos de Tapachula. Dios bendiga Tapachula. Dios bendiga Tapachula, señores. Dios bendiga Tapachula. Compañeros, que nadie los sorprenda. Hoy puede venir el Instituto Nacional de Migración con autobuses y con camiones a ofrecerles que suban, que los va a llevar. Cada uno está en la decisión de tomar lo que quiera tomar, compañeros. Pero nosotros les decimos desde este momento que no es la primera vez que caminamos. Tal vez no con tanta gente, porque ahora sí es demasiada gente, pero no es la primera vez. Miles de compañeros se han visto beneficiados y miles de compañeros de Venezuela, de Cuba, de Nicaragua, de Honduras, de El Salvador, ya están en Estados Unidos. Han caminado con nosotros y ya han salido, compañeros. Yo les pido de favor, mañana, escúchenlo bien todos. ¿Se escucha bien? Sí. Compañeros, mañana, adelante, junto conmigo, van a ir las mujeres y los niños adelante. Vamos a caminar al ritmo de las mujeres y los niños. Si está adelante la Guardia Nacional, si está adelante el Instituto Nacional de Migración, entonces van los compañeros, los hombres fuertes van adelante. Vamos a tratar de ser estratégicos y vamos en son de paz. No queremos enfrentar a nadie. Lo único que queremos es que se visibilice lo que está pasando en Venezuela, lo que está pasando en Cuba, lo que está pasando en Nicaragua, lo que está pasando en Honduras, por qué estamos saliendo, lo que está pasando en Haití, en África, por qué estamos caminando, por qué la cerrazón de este gobierno necio de tenernos por 4, 5, 6 meses en esta ciudad cárcel. Por eso estamos bendiciendo hoy a Tapachula. Benditos sean todos y cada uno de los que habitan esta región, porque nos han dado cobijo. Son más la gente que nos ha bendecido que la gente que nos ha señalado y nos ha maldecido. Compañeros, vamos a cantar todos los que conozcan esta adoración cristiana. Yo les pido, es 3 minutos, damos las últimas instrucciones y nos vamos a descansar, porque mañana vamos a caminar 10 horas. 10 horas vamos a caminar mañana. ¿De acuerdo?
I will translate right now as soon as
Yo
I get a
quiero
chance.
preguntar, ¿creen que Dios ha sido bueno? Sí. Entonces tienes que declararlo. Dios ha sido bueno. En Proverbios 3, 6 dice, reconoce a Jehová en todos tus caminos. Aleluya. Y no te apoyes en tu propia prudencia, y Él enderezará tus veredas. Aleluya. Dale un aplauso a Dios. Canta conmigo esta pequeña alabanza a Dios que dice, Dios ha sido bueno. Dios ha sido bueno. Dios ha sido bueno. Dios ha sido bueno. Otra vez. Dios ha sido bueno. Dios ha sido bueno. Dios ha sido bueno. Una vez más. Dios, Venezuela Santa, Centroamérica, África, Dios ha sido bueno. Una vez más y última vez. Dios ha sido bueno. Dios ha sido bueno. Dios ha sido bueno. Bueno.
Compañeros todos, hombres y mujeres migrantes, mañana en unas horas nos estamos jugando el futuro de nuestros hijos. Por favor, vamos en paz, vamos a caminar en paz. No permitan a nadie que utilice ningún tipo de violencia. Vamos a encomendarle a Dios nuestro Señor lo que va a ocurrir a partir de esta noche. Él es el que guía cada una de nuestras acciones, y lo voy a repetir una vez más. Tal vez no es como nosotros queremos, pero tampoco va a ser como lo que quieren nuestros enemigos. Va a ser como Dios quiere. Y Dios quiere que la mayoría de ustedes, todos, salgamos mañana a las 6 de la mañana buscando nuestros sueños, buscando, señores, llegar a la frontera norte. Mañana iniciamos el largo camino hacia la libertad, compañeros. Libertad, 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 compañeros. Compañeros, descánsense. Nos vemos mañana a las 6 de la mañana. Nos vemos.
Los presos que están en el siglo XXI.
Compañeros, escúchenme bien, se lo voy a decir una vez más. No podemos aquí decir todas las acciones que vamos a tomar en cuanto a los compañeros que están privados de su libertad en la estación migratoria. Pero la principal exigencia de los que vamos a caminar mañana es que saquen a todos los que están presos del siglo XXI. Compañeros, escuchen este dato. Son 2.300 personas migrantes presos en todas las cárceles migratorias de México. Es un oprobio de lesa humanidad lo que está haciendo el Estado mexicano, ordenado por Estados Unidos, al tener en esta noche 2.300 personas migrantes. Y migrar no es un delito, están privados de su libertad en Berriozábal, en el siglo XXI, en Ciudad Cuauhtémoc, en Chihuahua, en Tamaulipas, en Tijuana. Hoy estamos pidiendo una plegaria por la libertad de ellos. Y caminando nosotros vamos a hacer una acción para que esos compañeros estén libres a partir de los próximos días. Compañeros, nos vamos ya de Tapachula. Nos vamos ya de Tapachula. Compañeros, en Santa Paz, quédense. Estoy aquí temprano para caminar. Vamos a caminar de 10 a 12 horas mañana hasta un poblado cercano. No se fíen mucho de lo que digan otras personas. Espérense con nosotros, con Javier, con Darwin, con Carolina, con todos los compañeros, la versión de nosotros, por favor. Comprendamos el gran trabajo que está haciendo la prensa nacional, la prensa internacional, porque se está difundiendo. Mañana inicia la Cumbre de las Américas y ahí van a ser reconocidos todos y cada uno de ustedes. Patria libre o morir, como dicen, compañeros. Compañeros, nos vamos. Dios bendiga a todos, Dios bendiga a nuestros enemigos. Descánsense. Solo, a ver, para irnos. ¡Los migrantes! ¡No somos criminales! ¡Somos trabajadores! ¡Internacionales! ¡Estados de rojo! ¡Están las fronteras! ¡Porque ahí se mata! ¡A la clase obrera! Compañeros, todos saquen su teléfono celular y pónganle la luz. Prendan la luz de sus teléfonos celulares. Vamos a orar y vamos a cerrar con una oración pidiendo por el día de mañana. Prendan la luz de todos. Nuestra luz y nuestra guía y nuestro camino es el Señor Jesús. Vamos a orar, cerremos nuestros ojos, vamos a terminar con una oración ya para cerrar nosotros, para cerrar el día de hoy. Señor Padre bendito, tú que creaste los cielos y la tierra, permítenos salir mañana en santa paz, Señor. Guárdanos, Señor, de nuestros enemigos. Señor, te pedimos por todos y cada uno de los migrantes presos en todas las cárceles migratorias que hay en México y donde quiera que los haya. Señor, toca el corazón del presidente Biden, toca el corazón del presidente López Obrador, para que mañana y en los próximos días se puedan cumplir los anhelos y las promesas del corazón de cada uno de los migrantes aquí. Somos tus hijos. Vamos con niños y mujeres migrantes, Padre. Tú guíanos con la sombra de tu esperanza, Padre. Porque en ti creemos, en ti somos, Señor, y tú eres nuestro guía, Señor Jesucristo. En tu nombre te pedimos todo esto para que cuiden nuestra salida y nuestra llegada, Señor. En el nombre de Cristo, amén. Nos vemos mañana temprano, compañeros. Nos vemos mañana. Compañeros, aquí tiene algo que decirles, Javier. A ver, compañeros, yo les quería que ayer que vinieran todos. En los hoteles se están metiendo, en las casas se están metiendo. Aquí en la esquina detuvieron a una familia, ahí me mandaron. Allá en la otra esquina, ahí. Formen grupos de 20 para salir a hacer rondines. Yo voy a estar viniendo al menos hasta las 2, 3 de la mañana, porque desde el lado no vamos a poder caminar. Duerman, hagan grupos de 20, Javier, Darwin, y salgan a hacer rondines. Fíjense, quédense todos aquí, compañeros. Quédense. El que se pueda quedar, quédese, por favor. Entre más seamos, si viene migración, nadie se corra. Nadie se corra. Van a ofrecerles hasta autobuses. El que quiera irse, que Dios lo bendiga. El que quiera acompañarnos mañana, nos vamos a las 6 de la mañana, compañeros.
Luis, permítanme. Por favor. Denos permiso. Con permiso. Luis, el movimiento, se puede decir que el movimiento más masivo que has tenido en tus manos, Luis, la vez pasada nos tocaron grupos de 6,000, me tocó caminar contigo con grupos de 5,000, me ha tocado caminar contigo ya por varias veces. Este es el grupo más grande, Luis, que has manejado.
Yo creo que vamos a caminar arriba de 12,000 personas mañana. Yo creo que es algo muy importante que el gobierno de México y la comunidad internacional tomen en cuenta la crisis humanitaria que está sucediendo en la frontera sur. No es menos. Ya basta de ignorar el fenómeno migratorio, el tema migratorio o la movilidad humana, como le quieran llamar. Pero aquí estamos hablando de más de 3,000 niños, Oscar, caminando con nosotros.
Esto es más grande que la pasada caravana que le llamaste la caravana de los niños.
Así es, esto es más grande. Aparentemente no hay niños, pero te tengo que decir que ya contabilizaron. Hay más de 3,000 niños, lo que pasa que hay muchos adultos, se ve grande, se ve que hubieran más adultos, más hombres solos, pero no. 3,000 niños representan al menos 5,000 familias que van caminando con nosotros. La mitad de la que está aquí es personas altamente vulnerables. Le llamamos al presidente López Obrador con toda civilidad a que tiene que atendernos lo más pronto posible.
El miércoles él llega aquí a hacer la inauguración del aeropuerto, Luis. Mientras tanto vas a estar caminando.
No, vamos a tratar de estar un grupo el día que el presidente esté aquí. Pero yo voy a estar al frente de todos ellos en esta caminata que no sé cuánto va a durar. Sinceramente no sé cuánto va a durar.
Luis, y si existe la contención por parte de la Guardia Nacional, tú sabes que va a haber una contención.
Si hay una contención, pues vamos a actuar nosotros de manera pacífica. Vamos en son de paz, vamos de la mano de Dios, no queremos enfrentamiento, vamos a pedirle a Dios que sensibilice a las autoridades, a los que están impuestos, como dice en Hebreos 13, para que nos dejen pasar.
Por último, Luis, el mensaje es claro hacia el gobierno de los Estados Unidos, es claro para Joe Biden.
El mensaje es claro, vamos a caminar y estoy en pláticas con muchos trabajadores agrícolas de Michoacán y Guerrero que quieren pasar a los Estados Unidos y no los deja esta trampa que se llama Título 42, aplicada discrecionalmente solamente a la población hispanoamericana. Nosotros estamos pidiéndole al gobierno de Joe Biden que voltee a ver sus ojos de que esa fuerza que tiene económicamente hablando Estados Unidos tiene que mucho que ver con la población latina. Que por favor entiendan que no se aplique discrecionalmente, y que ya cese esa política donde quieren que las mujeres y los niños migrantes sean la moneda de cambio. No lo vamos a permitir.
Muchas gracias, Luis. Muchas gracias.
Por favor.
Permiso, con permiso, con permiso.
Disculpa, permítame, mi señora.
Permiso. Con permiso. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. God bless everybody that is watching. This is the scenario right now. This is how it looks. I will flip the camera right now as I am going to explain what just happened. It is just more than 12,000 people he's talking about. That is the quantity that Luis Villagrán, you know, the defender of humanitarian rights and also pro-migrant activist, he's talking about a quantity of basically it's enormous, a quantity, 12,000 people that they're possibly going to be walking. I never seen that. Also, he's talking about, let me flip the camera also in Facebook. He's talking about that it's not only going to be 12,000 people, as it refers to people that they already on the list. There's people that they have been waiting. They are waiting in their native countries like Nicaragua, Honduras, and Guatemala and El Salvador. Also, these people are waiting in their countries to walk to the north. So this is how it looks right now. This is how it is looking right now for everybody that is watching. It is huge. The crowd is huge. It's massive. So let's see what is the outcome tomorrow. I will flip the camera and I will walk for a little bit. Let's walk for a little bit right here and let's give you guys the coverage that you guys need. An hour of coverage for every single one of you. A coverage that has no other network is providing for all of you. Real America's Voice News, it is providing this beautiful coverage, which always our producers from Real America's Voice News doing a phenomenal job on basically expanding the information globally and giving the information globally for people to understand that this is a huge, massive amount of people. It is huge. And let us see how the outcome is tomorrow. Let's see how many people are going to be walking tomorrow. As tomorrow, you will see that is right now. You see, I'll guess right now. In my experience of caravans, I'll see a close to 3,000 people right here at this plaza. Tomorrow, there's going to be more people arriving about 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. A lot of them are going to be resting, and ultimately, not only that, but preparing themselves for tomorrow. As I just asked the leader of the caravan, a contingency, I commented to him, I have walked with you with groups of 4,000. I have walked with you with groups of 5,000. I have walked with you with groups of 6,000. This is the biggest contingency in your hands. This is the biggest responsibility that you have on your hands. And he said, yes, this is the biggest responsibility. Not only that we have more than 3,000 children. That is the most unbelievable number that has ever been managed in a caravan, more than 3,000 children. The caravan of the 23rd of October, that it was called the caravan of the children, was 2,500 children only. This caravan, it is more than 2,500. It is almost 3,000 children that they're saying that they are going to be walking on the next incoming days and tomorrow. Ultimately, tomorrow, it is going to happen. Tomorrow, they are going to walk at 6 o'clock in the morning for everybody that is watching. Wow. I don't know. I don't have multiple times I've been walking with this, man. And I can tell you that this is the biggest caravan that I have seen, possibly in my experience. This is the biggest one. And I am going to call it like that. This is the biggest one, biggest caravan that I have seen. Why? Because it's a lot of people. It has grown. In the past couple of days, it has grown enormously. It has grown in a way that I have never seen so many people from Venezuela escaping Venezuela. This is the first time we had the knowledge that a lot of people from Venezuela are escaping the dictatorship of Nicolás Maduro. This practically tells you that there's a lot of dictatorship in the country of Venezuela. And this is why a lot of people are exiting. Communism does not work. If communism was a great system, you should see people right now, and people will be, practically in their countries, loving their countries, and staying in their countries. But we don't have that. Venezuela doesn't have that. Communism is a dictatorship. Communism is a system that is polluted, it is contaminated, and it contaminates countries, and it ruins countries. It ruins basically the future of children. It ruins the future of not only children, but young kids, young generation of kids. And you have that. You have that ultimately right now, right here. You see a lot of this young men, military age men, but a lot of the children. This is the thing that a lot of people are saying. You're just talking about military age men. The leader of the caravan just said, Oscar, there's more than 3,000 children. So there's not like all military age men. For everybody that does not know, thank you so much for joining in. We are live at the south border of Mexico, in Tapachula, doing this coverage. Tomorrow we will be live and ongoing for Real America's Voice News. First hit is going to be at 7:03 in the morning with Terrence Bates in Real America's Voice News. And then from there on, we will be on every platform network platform network in the United States and Real America's Voice News. We are going to be walking tomorrow again. Oscar, hombre. We're going to be walking again for the 11th time on a caravan. We are going to be walking. This is my 11th caravan. I believe that 11. It is the biggest one. There hasn't been a caravan this big. Really, I see a lot of people, and it is this the every time the concentration night has always been slow. Concentration night has always been a couple of hundred people, 200, 300 people. This is concentration night, and you see almost 3,000, and I will dare to say the number. You see 3,000 people, and imagine if this is concentration night, which it tells you basically that tomorrow is going to be a lot of people more arriving that they did not sleep on this park, and they're not going to sleep on this park. So you're going to see more thousands of people reuniting. As a lot of you guys know how we walk the caravans, how we continuously walk and walk and walk on the caravans. And it is what it is. Tomorrow we will again walk for miles and miles and miles, and broadcast to all of you the reality and the truth about the borders in Mexico. That basically it's affecting our border, Central and South America, and it is so important for us to broadcast all of this. So tomorrow is going to be a bilingual broadcast. For people that they are going to be upset, it's going to be a bilingual broadcast for every single one of you. You need to be patient. You need to understand that it's going to be a bilingual broadcast for all of you. It means that it's going to be in spaces in Spanish and also in spaces in English. So let's respect our live feed and let's respect our audience, as the world needs to understand and the world needs to see the reality and the truth about the Biden border crisis, the humanitarian crisis, and also the world humanitarian crisis that exists right now. Ultimately, not only that, but the incentivization of Joseph Biden to push people to migrate through dangerous places and pathways, to not collaborate and try to fix their countries, and not to implement better infrastructure in terms to economy, housing, work, jobs, everything. All of those kind of circumstances, they are not they're not a priority. They're replaceable for Joseph Biden. He doesn't believe that that is a priority. A priority for him is to open up the borders and incentivize a mass migration that a lot of these people have gone through hell, man. to get to one point to another. So, has been nice talking to you guys. An hour and 1 minute broadcasting from Tapachula. And somebody saying, "Speak up, Oscar. Put the volume up in Facebook." Nobody has complained about the volume in Facebook, so I'm sorry. Put the volume up on your device. Thank you so much for joining in. God bless you all. We will see each other tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning. We will do the first live feed at around 6 o'clock when they are about to start. And then we will end at 45 minutes. After that first live feed, number one reason why we had to do a broadcast hit with our network. And from there on, I will be live continuously on YouTube and also on Facebook for people to share and for people to help me out sharing and getting this information out. So thank you, and thank you. I'm ultimately also, God bless you for your donations and contributions. Buy Me a Coffee is on the top link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting, if you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, Buy Me a Coffee is on the top link. God bless you all. Stay safe. Before I go, my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, today was harassed and also was so-called detained by the Border Patrol. And it is just an embarrassment what these Border Patrol agents were doing. It is a total shame and embarrassment, but ultimately that is what happened. If you guys like to go and watch and go and see, and if you guys are asking me about Anthony, Anthony is okay. Anthony is doing good. Anthony is doing all right. He is free, and he's out there again, and he's going to be out there again reporting. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. You can follow him at all platforms. Follow Ben Bergquam, Real America's Voice News correspondent, Frontline America with Ben Bergquam, and also benbergquam.com, frontlineamerica.com. Also follow Real America's Voice News, the voice of the people. Follow all the shows, Steve Bannon, The War Room, Steve Gruber in the morning shows. Also, Ms. Miranda Khan, and also Dr. Gina. Don't forget Dr. Gina in the evenings. God bless you all. Stay safe. Follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Getter, Telegram as Oscar Blue, and Instagram, Oscar Blue Media and Oscar Blue Team. And like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. We will see each other tomorrow. God bless.